Hi guys, good morning. We're going to go have ourselves a little garden update. It's been a couple weeks. Weather's been kind of cool, but we're going to see how it goes. It's been growing like crazy out there, so come with me. Let's go and enjoy it. All right. Let's go see what we've got out there today. You know, we've got a few things growing in here on our deck. We have some peas, all kinds of beautiful things. We have these lovely, lovely cucalemons growing in here. They're getting quite beautiful, quite big. Look at that. These are just our petit cornichons, looking fantastic. We have strawberries. We have radishes. Some arugula. Potatoes. A variety of other cucumbers. One of our favorite little plants over here is a red flowered strawberry. Very unique, kind of beautiful. We've had a couple of strawberries. They're okay, but we're going to see how they go. And more peas. Just a variety of things growing up here. It's kind of nice just to have it right outside of our deck, so we can just come out here and grab a little something. And of course, got to have your flowers. Got to make sure that the pollinators are happy, because without those guys, we don't have our fruits and vegetables. So be kind. Put some flowers out there for all the bees to be attracted. Right, Kumi?
Yeah.
That's right. We like to have that.
That's right.
That's right. A little
We
dry.
don't need to work too much harder. They can do the job for us.
That's right. That's what she says, like right there. And that pollinator, who works for us?
The bees.
The bees. All right. Okay, let's get down. Oh, just want to show you guys the latest thing I'm trying is we're going to try and grow some ginger. So we picked a couple from the store that had these rhizomes that were the little eyes popping out, and soaked them for a few hours in water just to try to get any, stuff off of them. And I planted them shallow in dirt. We're going to see how they go. We'll keep you guys updated as we continue on. We'll see how it is. Ooh, that guy's ready tomorrow. Okay, let's go and see what's going out there in the garden.
I'll see you.
See ya. We might get lucky and see Maxwell today, but that's okay if he's not around. All right. So let's continue on and do what we do. So here's just the beginnings of our corn. And as you can see, it's all silking. We've got the pollen coming out on top. Gonna do a little propagation of it in a moment. And of course down here, lots of different pepper plants. Here we have our chocolate beauty. And I'm really hoping it's gonna be really deep, deep maroon. Looking forward to those peppers. And they're just growing, everything's growing quite nicely. Harvested a few beets this morning. Gonna go ahead and make some pickled beets. So if you want, you can just check that out on, I don't know if I'll leave a link, but look at my channel. You go ahead and find out where I made my pickled beets. They're just a lot of fun. And so easy to do and just so quick. So simple. All right, so here's the corn. The corn's looking pretty good. And I don't know if you guys remember, we planted all kinds of things like together with the corn. Let's grab a little bit of pollen up here. Here we go. Look at that. Okay. It's got more going on there. I think Kumi might do a little corn pollinating because it's got a lot of silks popping out. Look at that. It's kind of everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and give it some action there, Kumi?
And I think our beet is going to be boiled in a couple of seconds already upstairs.
Okay. Kumi's going to go and check the beets because the beets are beeping. You got the beets?
We got the bees.
Baby, the beets. All right, thanks for checking the beets. See you in a minute. Bye. Okay, let's continue on with our beets. So, like I was saying, we have a lot of things growing in here. We got some potatoes growing down there at the bottom. Did a little bit of companion planting. It's been kind of interesting. Beautiful potato flowers. We're going to see how things come together here. It's a different garden this year. We've kind of made it very, I don't know, diverse. Instead of putting everything in one spot. Oh, wait a second. We've got something going on here. Let's have a look. That pepper does not look too healthy. We're going to have to get Kumi down here and have a look. Anyhow, yeah, we decided to put everything everywhere and just see how it all works out. It's been way better, way more fun too, actually. Look at all that chamomile. Look at it all. It's just phenomenal. Yeah, lots of tea coming out of that one. I mean, I'm getting, well, it was 50 flowers. I'm up to probably 100 flowers a day. You know, it's been pretty awesome. Right, and there we go. Tomatoes are growing everywhere. We've got some black crim, and we've already got some signs of little babies in there. Some nice little tomatoes. I saw some this morning, little beefy little suckers. Beautiful. Little Napolis. And they're growing just amazing. Look at that. Where'd you go, little one? Right there, look at them all. Very, very, very nice. Just popping everywhere. A little bit of Spanish thyme because it goes great with tomatoes. Look at them all. This is the early girl. Just putting out tons of tomatoes, tons of flowers. It's going to be quite the year. And of course we have some celery. Just rows of carrots growing in here. Just lots of carrots, different kinds. We have jumbo carrots on one side, rainbow carrots on the other. Look at all those tomatoes, guys. Look at them all. Look at all those flowers. It's just beautiful. Try to keep it all nice and clear inside there so that there's lots of oxygen, lots of breathing, lots of good room for everybody to get in there and play with those plants. It's fantastic. All right. Okay. Well, that's just 9 different tomatoes here from, I think we have little Roma tomatoes. This one here is heirloom tomato. Beautiful, beautiful plants. This one's just huge, just huge. These are Cherokee purples. Can't wait, gonna show you guys couple weeks we should have some good blooming, good flushing of the tomatoes. Should be very nice. Goodness gracious, that's a slicer tomato. They're gonna be quite big. All right, let's get on over here to this salvaged blueberry plant. I mean, are you kidding me? Look at those berries, just clusters of them everywhere. Even though all over there, all that's a blueberry field that we pick all the time. But it's nice to have your own plant now, isn't it? Lucifer's growing, lots of flowers. Try to salvage the chamomile that little Maxwell ate, and well, let's see what happens. We're getting it. All right, so in here we've got our onions. A variety of onions this year, all different colors, because Kumi likes to make those really nice strings of onions. There's a beautiful flower. Yeah, she hangs them up and dries them, and they're absolutely fantastic. Last year they lasted us for months and months, all the tomatoes. All the onions. A little bit of Spanish. Oh no, this is a Greek oregano. Look at that, starting to flower. We're gonna have to trim that up later on. Yeah, there's a variety of onions that we've got. So like I say, we threw a little pepper plant in there. There's sage, the onion variety, just everything. Try to keep it, like I say, diverse this year, just so we had a whole bunch of different things going on. It was just a little bit better. Just more fun too, actually. And here's this garden. So we've gone ahead and already had a couple of crops of the chives. I've been leaving the onions underground, and we'll probably use them to plant next year, but because I've planted them from seed. But for now, we're just going to keep using the chives. A little bit of a strawberry plant going there. That dill, we're going to let this dill flower because I want dill seeds. That's kind of obvious. All right, in the back, we get some cucalemons, cucamelon, cornichons. All these cucumbers are just going absolutely crazy. All those beautiful peas. That's the only pea plant I planted from seed, and it's really funny because everything that we planted from seed seems to have grown so much better. The celery, I mean, everything, just absolutely everything. The basil, just fantastic stuff. Here's another chamomile plant, again, just so we can grab the tea. All right, these corns are getting pretty tall. Ooh, this one's finally silking. Look at that. All right, let's get some of you. Do we have any pollen yet? No, not quite ready for the pollen yet, but we'll get close. Okay, so here's our corn. Right 2 rows are bantam, second 2 rows are peaches and cream. Boy, this stuff's getting tall, guys. It's getting super tall. I mean, it's already taller than me. Yeah, I know it's on a foot bed, but we're still early on, and it's just huge. Yeah, so all the corn planted there, and throughout the corn plants down below here, let's just take a little slow walk around. Look at that, it's just so beautiful. We've gone ahead and planted cucumbers that are just, for example, Here's one. Here's a little cuca lemon growing in here. And it's just sort of growing in here with the corn. Oh, look, it's already flowering down there. Beautiful. Yeah, so it's just growing in there with the corn. And it's going to climb on this fence here. We're hoping. And it'll just climb up here, and we'll be able to harvest our cucumbers on the outside. And I think it says it's really good for the soil, for when we have companion planting, because it deposits different nitrogens, different things that the soils require, so as to not just have the same plant in there. Anyhow, so on this half of the garden back here of the corns, I've got alternating pink popcorn and glass gem. And both of those varieties are popcorn varieties that are supposed to be very, very good fresh. Very unique. This one should be very colorful. Really can't wait for you guys to see those because it's awesomely cool. Yeah, all right. So look, I got a couple little gardens out here. That one's just all chives. Those are composting. And this over here, I'll do a quick walkthrough. But this garden, this patch, and this patch right here, these are kind of sacrificial gardens. What we did this year is we decided just to not fence these ones off because the wildlife's eating stuff. So we're hoping that just by giving them their own garden, that they'll be able just to leave the rest alone and not bother with our fencing. Anyhow, okay, all these chives through here, and these are just varieties of corns. There's garlic, there's corn, we've got, I think that's a cucamelon, another cucamelon over there, and watermelons, man. I mean, my watermelons are starting to show up everywhere. Didn't know it. They took a long time to start going, but once they did, wow, it's been great. Okay, over on this side, pumpkins. There's a little male plant that we don't need to use right now, but because we went ahead and did some propagation pollination. Look at that. Now there's a watermelon plant. I just really can't wait because that's I've never grown them before. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Corn everywhere. Look at the pumpkins growing, guys. Look at the pumpkins. Look at them all. They're amazing. They're amazing. It's just, I can't wait to see what happens. Okay, so more corn. I went ahead and got a couple cucumbers off of this guy today. Yeah, they're starting to come up. Starting to look good. Should be all kinds everywhere. It's going to keep us busy back here in the garden to try to find all the veggies. I think it's going to be like a little Easter egg treasure hunt every single day. Okay, let's go, let's get into this spot here. I'm going to show you what I did. So, of course, we had this pumpkin patch here growing, and one of them decided to peek through. He came through the fence. So what we did is I went ahead and I made this little platform for them. Oh my goodness gracious. And this guy's getting huge. So I made a little platform so they're going to have a little place to grow. And it's all going to be very, very well supported. Should work real well for them. Because we've got 2 or 3 more going here again. And they're just going to be pumpkins all along here. They should be able to, they'll grow along here, hopefully hang down. And I'll make a couple little supports out here just to give them some structure. So that way they, they have a good way to grow. Because I don't want them to rot. I really want to try to look after them. This one's growing so well, man. It's just so funny. Wonder how that sunflower's doing in there. You got one yet? Getting nice, growing the flower. All right, guys, let's walk around this side and see what else we have over here. Let's take a slow roll over. So another watermelon plant. That's a ground cherry. Guys, we worked on that ground cherry, well, Kumi did, for months. And I'm hoping it's taken off right now. It looks like it's going to do a pretty good job. Another little one over there. This one got some bug attack, but we're going to look after it, make sure everybody's okay there. Just want to make sure everybody's okay. All right, let's move on again. More pumpkins, and they've already been pollinated, so it's ready to go. I didn't realize you had to pollinate your pumpkins. Well, you don't have to. I mean, obviously, the bugs, the bees, everybody does their job. But, sometimes they just need a little extra help. Just because there's just, not enough bees. Like that's why I said earlier, get your pollinators out there. Get ready. All right, there's a little cucamelon. All that corn, guys. More cucumbers growing in the corn. All right, so here's what we've done. Gonna give this little pumpkin patch a good way to grow. Put a little pathway over top so that they can grow underneath us. And we're just gonna keep track, see how everything does. Got more growing in there. I think those ones are okay. I think I pollinated them yesterday. That one took some pollination this morning. We'll see how it took. Ooh, transplanted. Another one was red flowered strawberries, man. These things are phenomenal. Okay, little watermelon growing here. It's kind of nice. Look at that. It's really starting to take off. The last couple days it's been kind of cool and rainy, and they seem to have liked it. What do we got here? Cantaloupe, sugar cure. Okay, more chamomile, watermelon, a little bit of lemon balm, just because it's a beautiful scent. I'd just like to have it. Oh, look at this. This is a cantaloupe as well. It's flowering quite well. We're gonna have to get in there and start the propagation of the cantaloupe. Yeah, okay. Now moving over here, all these tomatoes, these are all tomatoes that Kumi got from a client at work. And we think that we have 3 that could be the same variety in here, but there's 5 or 6 different varieties, and they're all flowering. They're all doing so well. This one here is a purple calabash from Mexico. What have we got here? This is another black plum in this plant. So black plum, purple calabash. This one over here, I don't remember what this one is. Let's go have a look. So we have some peppers growing here. Really nice, sweet peppers. That's a trophy tomato. Just all heirloom type of tomatoes, you guys. I mean, just fantastic. And this guy here, let's go see if we can't find that tag. That tag is ox heart. Okay, so this one's the ox heart. Dude, look at the size of these flowers, man. These things are huge. I mean, they say these tomatoes are gonna look like an ox heart. And that's gonna be big. Oops, sorry for all the disturbing camera angles. Okay. Right, beautiful tomatoes. And over here, that's the beginning of the red flowered strawberry. I took all the other ones from there because it was quite root bound, so we just thought we'd try to help it out a little bit. Green bean. Been getting lots of beans off it already. Saving them up for a nice dinner. Okay, look at that. Blueberry. And over here, got a nice curly leaf parsley. Moving up to the cilantro. I've let the cilantro go to seed because I just want to have some cilantro seeds. I think it'll be quite nice, quite a lot of fun. Look at the peas growing, you guys. Look at them. Everything's just coming up so well. Decided to put some new garden here. So we got some radishes, some beets, carrots, beets, arugula, carrots, and radishes. Kind of in that order. Just have, varieties again, because we've been going through that stuff like crazy. Ooh, pickles, cucumbers. The cabbages are growing. Cabbages are growing so well. Now, let's compare these two. On this side, we have the cabbage that the bunny ate. On this side, we have the cabbages that he didn't. Gee, which is better? Let's think about it. That's why we put the fence up for the damn bunny. All right. Anyways, peppers growing. Beautiful peppers. Everything's happening. Ooh, onion flower. Yeah, and our Russian blue potatoes, I mean, they took off from the get-go. I mean, these things were phenomenal. Strong, healthy, hardy plants. Beautiful blue little leaves coming out in the beginning. It was amazing. And we're going to get a bunch of potatoes from this because they're just going to be beautiful. Yep, sunflowers. Just everything's going on, guys. So here's, we live in a great part of the world. We were out here in the country. It's really nice and quiet. So it's kind of nice to go ahead and get yourself a garden, Throw some stuff in there, man. Look at the bees. The bees are around. They're loving it, man. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Get your feet in the dirt. Get your knees in the breeze, you guys. Go out and have a good time. It's what we got to do, It's kind of important. Makes me feel better, getting out here and playing in the dirt, growing some food. The taste is different. I mean, it might not be the prettiest, but gosh, it's the best we can do. So listen, everybody, I really hope you like the garden update. So that's what we've got going on now. I got some crows talking to me in the background. Yeah, so that's what we have going on now. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to give you another update probably the next couple weeks because there's a lot going on. It's going real fast. It's going to get real hot here. We're going to get into the probably mid-30s, which is probably 80s and 90s in the next few days. and we'll just have to figure it out. Make sure nothing gets too hot. Keep watering. All right, guys, enjoy the gardening. Thanks a lot. Talk to ya.